owning a lady bar in Thailand is even crazier than what some of you may think. You know, late nights, heavy drinking, and some wild customers. You know, I've seen quite a bit, and today I'm going to share some of the stories, some of the craziest things that I've seen while owning a lady bar here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So sit back, grab a drink, and let's get into it. So the number one craziest thing I've seen is probably the amount of money that some guys are willing to spend in these bars. Some guys come here, and maybe they're only here for a couple days or a week, and once they go home, they have to go straight back to work. And so they come here, and they're willing to drop a decent amount of money to enjoy their time out. And so it's not uncommon to see a guy's bill be, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 baht for a night. But that hasn't happened here, I guess you could say, unfortunately. But the biggest bar tab we've had in my bar up to this point has been around 7,000 baht. But he was buying drinks for the whole bar and really enjoying himself and having a good time. But I have seen bigger bills at other bars. You know, at one of my friend's bars, she had a customer come in who came there pretty early on in the night and then stayed until quite early in the morning, I think like 7 or 8 a.m. And he ended up spending over 100,000 baht. Now, he was buying drinks for the whole bar, ringing the bell, as they say. So buying drinks for the whole staff and for himself. And actually, at the end of the night, the girls are actually saying no to any more drinks. They didn't want to drink anymore. They were done. He outdrank them, and so they didn't want any more drinks. Because you think about it, you know, she has quite a few girls working for her bar, but even at, you know, having maybe 10 to 15 girls, you're looking at over 50 drinks a girl if the majority of that is lady drinks. And so that's quite a few drinks when you think about it. That's a lot. 50 drinks in a night is a lot. And so they were done. And you do see this sometimes, that guys just really want to come to the bars and enjoy their time out and enjoy their time with the ladies, support the bar, support the girls, and just enjoy their time. You know, keeping the customers in the bars for an extended period of time, you know, keeping them drinking, keeping them buying drinks. That's how a lot of these bars make the money. Being able to stay open late and having customers that are willing to stay there for an extended period of time, that's how a lot of these bars make a lot of money. Now, the next one is going to be problems with customers. You know, you're going to have fighting in the bar, guys getting upset, guys walking out on bills, and, you know, guys arguing that they don't need to pay the lady drinks. I've had it where a guy will be sitting with a girl for quite a while, a girl who works in the bar, buying her drinks, agreeing to buy her drinks, and then when they get the bill, when they're given the bill, then all of a sudden they get mad. They see that her drinks are more expensive, and maybe they didn't realize that they were giving her so many drinks, they didn't keep track, and so then they get mad and they refuse to pay them. Either some of them or all of them. Now, most of the guys who come to this area understand that if you buy a girl a drink, it's going to be more expensive. Some guys don't, and you can obviously try to mitigate that by having the girls explain that they're more expensive. Right in our menus, we show that a lady drink is 180 baht compared to whatever the normal price is, 100 baht if it's a highball. And so you try to get the girls to explain this, but some guys will still argue, still refuse to pay for the drinks. And so that can cause a lot of problems. You have to really be on it and have a way of proving that he did actually order these drinks. Now, most of these bars now all have cameras, and if they don't believe you, you can show them the recording of them buying the drinks, but some guys will still refuse to pay. And so that is something that can be very aggravating, because they'll be sitting with a girl for so long and everything's fine until all of a sudden they've got to spend a bit of money. The other one, obviously, like I said, was guys walking out on the bill. When I had last bar, my bar previous to this one, we had one guy, he actually walked out on a bill around 10,000 baht. So he was drinking with a lot of girls. They were all getting lady drinks. He was drinking, and he was actually sitting just outside the bar. And so when the girl came inside to get something for him, he just took off. I think he even said that he was going to be right back, and she believed him. And so that obviously caused a lot of problems, because we didn't get a good look at him. He was sitting in an area that we didn't have a frontal view of his face, and he spent a lot of money. He spent 10,000 baht, and a lot of that was in lady drinks. And so that did cause a lot of complications. And so something you really have to watch out for, and make sure that you've got a lot of cameras, that you have girls that understand that some guys might be trying to just, you know, do the old dine and dash, as they say, or drink and dash in this situation. So it is something to keep in mind. And again, it is a lot easier in this bar because this bar is so much smaller. It's easier to keep an eye on everybody. In my previous bar, it was a lot bigger, a lot more just area to watch. And so it's harder to see, harder to keep track of everybody, and harder to have cameras on every single portion of the bar. But that is something that, unfortunately, happens here, and it happens to a lot of these bars. But it obviously does add a lot of complications. If you ever want to learn Muay Thai in Thailand, now's your chance. The Kroh Muay Thai School is a brand new shop opening directly across the street from the Kroh Boxing Stadium itself. Spots are limited, so come check it out. You'll be learning from real Muay Thai fighters and experienced trainers, the same guys who train the professionals. These guys fight in the ring every week right here in the Kroh Boxing Stadium. It doesn't matter if you're a total beginner or have tons of experience. The school is built for all levels. Whether you want to get in shape, improve your skills, or just step into the ring. They have a great connection with the promoters of this boxing stadium itself, and so your chance to get into a real live Muay Thai fight is only a step away. If you want to get early access and exclusive updates, sign up now using the link below. Don't miss your chance to train authentic Muay Thai right here in Chiang Mai. Now the last one is going to be the customers that come into the bar that cause problems like the ones before, but these guys take it to another level. Now, there used to be a guy who was living in Chiang Mai who loved to come to the bars, was at the bars a lot, and he was a big boy. He was 6'5", 6'6", and 300 pounds. So he was a big guy, and he was very loud, but what he liked to do is he'd like to come into the bars and physically pick up the girls. And he spent a lot of money. He spent a lot of money in all the bars that he went to, and so, you know, the bar owners did put up with him, but a lot of the girls were scared that if he did come into the bar, they would run away. Even though he would offer to buy them a drink, they would rather not, just because they were scared of him. So this obviously added some complications because this guy was so big and he was scaring the girls, scaring customers, and really changing the atmosphere of the bar. But at the same time, he was spending a lot of money. So it was kind of a complicated situation to have in the bar to try to keep him under control. Also, you know, it's not a good idea because he could potentially hurt the girls. You know, getting drunk and picking up girls, physically picking them up, something could happen. You could slip, fall, and hurt one of these girls. And so it obviously did add a lot of complications to the bar, and it really did, you know, some bar owners didn't like him all that much, but most put up with him because he spent so much money. Running a bar in Thailand is unpredictable. Some nights you'll do great. You'll make great money. You'll have a couple customers that come in who really save the night, get a bunch of drinks for the girls, and you can make decent money. Other days, all you're dealing with is headaches, drunks, guys fighting, or running out on their bills. You really never know what's going to happen. Now, if you want more behind the scenes content from running a bar here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, then please do join Thailand Nightlife. The link is in the description below. Cheers.